You ever have that moment? New week, new plan, new you. You wake up early, drink water like a responsible adult, maybe even hit the gym before work. You're thinking, this is it. I figured it out. 3 days later, you're eating takeout at midnight, scrolling your phone, and the gym bag is just decoration. So what happened? You didn't suddenly become lazy. You didn't lose your grind. You just ran out of something called motivation. And here's the problem. Motivation was never meant to carry you. And if you don't understand that, you're basically trying to build a house on Wi-Fi. Let's break down how this actually works. Motivation is the feeling, that spark, that let's go energy. It's what you feel after watching a transformation video, seeing someone your age doing better, or stepping on the scale and not liking what you see. It's emotional, fast, intense, and temporary. Think of motivation like pre-workout. It hits hard, then it fades, sometimes faster than you expected. Real life example. You decide you're going to meal prep chicken and rice for the week. You buy everything. You feel like a machine. 3 days later, you're ordering burgers because it's been a long day. So what? Motivation is great for starting, terrible for maintaining. Cool. Now here's the problem.
Motivation always drops. Not sometimes, always. Why? Because your brain loves novelty. New things feel exciting. But once something becomes familiar, your brain goes, all right, this again. Less dopamine, less excitement, less drive. Same thing happens with a new phone, a new game, a new car. At first, obsessed. Later, it's just normal. Running example, gym routine. Week 1, you're tracking everything, feeling like a fitness influencer. Week 3, you're negotiating with yourself just to show up. So what? If your plan depends on you feeling like it, your plan is already broken. Okay, so if not motivation, then what?
People love to say, just be disciplined. Cool, but what does that even mean? Discipline isn't screaming at yourself in the mirror. It's not no days off energy. Discipline is doing the thing even when you don't feel like it. That's it. Simple. Not easy. Real example. You go to the gym after work. You're tired. You'd rather go home. But you go anyway. Not because you're hyped, because it's what you do. So what? Discipline replaces motivation when motivation disappears. But here's the twist most people miss. Discipline alone is still not enough long term. Yeah, there's another layer. People love to say, just be disciplined. Cool, but what does that even mean? Discipline isn't screaming at yourself in the mirror. It's not no days off energy. Discipline is doing the thing even when you don't feel like it. That's it. Simple. Not easy. Real example. You go to the gym after work. You're tired. You'd rather go home. But you go anyway. Not because you're hyped, because it's what you do. So what? Discipline replaces motivation when motivation disappears. But here's the twist most people miss. Discipline alone is still not enough long term. Yeah, there's another layer.
The real engine is habits, not motivation, not even discipline. Habits. A habit is something you do with almost no thinking, like brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation for that. You don't wake up like, I'm so inspired to brush my teeth today. You just do it. That's the goal. Turning hard things into automatic things. Running example again. Gym. At first, you debate, you delay, you negotiate. Later, if it becomes a habit, you go without thinking. It's just part of your day. So what? Habits remove the need for motivation and reduce the need for discipline. That's the cheat code. Okay, now the obvious question.
Habits aren't magic. They follow a loop. Cue, action, reward. Cue, something triggers the behavior. Action, you do the thing. Reward, you get something out of it. Example, you finish work. Action, you go to the gym. Reward, you feel good, maybe proud, maybe less stressed. Your brain goes, that worked. Let's remember this. Do it enough times and it becomes automatic. Another example, you're bored. Action, open your phone. Reward, dopamine hit. Congrats, that one becomes a habit very fast. So what? Your life right now is basically a collection of habits you didn't consciously design. Let's fix that. Most people fail before they even start. Not because they're weak, because their setup is bad.
They rely on willpower instead of environment. Example, you say you'll eat healthy, but your kitchen is full of junk food. That's like saying you'll save money while auto-subscribed to 5 apps you forgot about. Or saying you'll go to the gym, but your gym bag isn't packed and you have to think about it every time. So what? Make the good thing easy. Make the bad thing hard. Practical. Want to go to the gym? Leave your shoes and clothes ready. Want to stop scrolling at night? Don't sleep with your phone next to your face. Small setup changes equal big behavior changes. Okay, now let's talk about a big mistake. This one kills progress. You go all in. New diet, new workout, new schedule, new life. You try to become a completely different person overnight. It works for like 5 days. Then reality hits. Work gets busy, you're tired, life happens, and the whole system collapses. Running example. You decide gym 6 days a week. Week 1, hero. Week 2, exhausted. Week 3, quit. So what? Consistency beats intensity. Every time. Doing 3 workouts a week for a year beats doing 6 workouts for 2 weeks. It's not even close. All right, now, something even more important. This is where it gets interesting. You don't just build habits, you build identity. Instead of saying, I'm trying to go to the gym, you shift to, I'm someone who goes to the gym. Small difference, huge impact. Because now skipping isn't just missing a workout, it's breaking who you are. Same with money. I'm trying to save. Versus, I'm someone who doesn't waste money. Same behavior, different identity. So what? People act in alignment with who they believe they are. Change the identity, behavior follows. Okay, but there's still friction. Friction is anything that makes a behavior harder. The more friction, the less likely you'll do it. Example, gym is 30 minutes away, high friction. Gym is 5 minutes away, low friction. Cooking at home takes effort, high friction. Ordering food takes 2 taps, low friction. Guess which one wins most days? Exactly. So what? If you want consistency, reduce friction for good habits and increase friction for bad ones. Delete food apps. Unfollow stuff that wastes your time. Put barriers in the way. Make the right choice the easy choice. Another silent killer. People expect fast results. You go to the gym for 2 weeks and expect visible changes. You save money for a month and expect a big difference. Doesn't happen. So motivation drops. You think it's not working. You quit. Reality? Most meaningful results take longer than you want, but less time than you think. That's the weird part. So what? If your expectations are wrong, your consistency dies. Play the long game. Let's tie it together with the gym example. You start with motivation. You show up. Motivation drops. Discipline carries you a bit. You fix your environment. You reduce friction. You scale back to something sustainable. You repeat. Eventually, it becomes a habit. Then it becomes part of your identity. Now, skipping feels weird. That's when it sticks. Not in week 1, in month 3, 4, 6. That's how it actually works. Let's be honest for a second. Most people don't fail because they don't care. They fail because they rely on motivation for everything. Gym? Motivation. Saving money? Motivation. Learning a skill? Motivation. And motivation is unreliable. It's like using a phone with 5% battery and hoping it lasts all day. It won't. So what? You need a system, not vibes. Here's the simple version. Start small, remove friction, repeat consistently, build the habit, let identity catch up. That's it. Not sexy, but it works. Example, instead of I'll train 6 days a week, start with 2 to 3. Instead of perfect diet, start with 1 better meal per day. Instead of save half my salary, start with automatic small savings. Boring? Yes. Effective? Also yes. Motivation feels good, but it fades. It's for starting, not sustaining. Your brain gets bored fast. Discipline fills the gap, but it's limited. Habits are the real goal. Habits run on cue, action, reward. Your environment shapes your behavior. Make good habits easy, bad habits hard. All-in plans usually fail. Consistency beats intensity. Identity locks everything in. Friction decides what you actually do. Results take longer than you expect. Systems beat motivation every time. If you rely on motivation, you'll always be starting over. If you build systems and habits, you'll eventually stop needing motivation at all. That's the shift. That's the game. If this made you rethink how you approach anything, gym, money, focus, drop a comment with one habit you're actually going to make easier starting today. And yeah, subscribe. Not for motivation, for consistency.